What day it is? Tuesday. Tuesday, Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's Brewsday Tuesday time. Here is Huck and Big Nate.
That was a popper. That was a loud one. Just like
That
me.
that is not a popper, Huck.
Not a
Do,
popper?
do you know what a popper is?
I'm afraid I might.
Uh, a popper is a drug that is popular in the club scene. It is sold as VHS head cleaner, and they
Oh,
still sell it.
oh,
That's a popper.
oh. Well,
These are
I'll have to
beers
ask John Belushi.
on Brewsday Tuesday. Well, good luck with that. I don't have a Ouija board handy.
Oh, come on.
Welcome into another edition of Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store. Huck brought the beers because he is our designated beer
Beer.
expert.
I'm the beer purchaser.
And
Well, I have a beer shopper. Yeah, it helps me.
it's kind of like I mean, that's what I feel like though is that I have a beer shopper
Yeah, well, you
because you have a
do.
beer
Yeah.
shopper. But you brought in some brews from Dogfish Head, and I'm super stoked because one of these is one that keeps catching my eye, and I haven't pulled the trigger on trying it yet. But you made that decision for me.
Yeah, well, it was like, I'm a big fan of Dogfish Head. Sam Caglione was one of the first brewers I met. Matter of fact, I think Dogfish Head was on a vacation. We went there, and there's two great big things that happened on a vacation. Number one was I got to meet him, and the other one is I bought my Easy Pass for my car, my RV, which is the best thing that was ever invented. You don't even have to slow down at toll booth. I mean, that
Roll on
15 mile an
through.
hour is is,
It's
is
suggestion.
optional. So those are two great things that happened. So we actually had to got to spend some time with him. That was before he's rich and famous. Of course, now it's Dogfish Head is owned by Boston Beer Company, and it's interesting because I had felt like he brought Sam in to help run the company, but apparently that's not what's going on. So I don't know what happened there. But anyway, back to the beer. We can talk about that later. I have the Citrus Squall Imperial Golden Ale. And I have to tell you that, when I was in South America, that was the beer that everybody had. There's several beers everybody had, and the Golden Ale was one of them. And I was never a huge fan of Golden Ales, but after I had to drink one every day for 3 weeks, I started to come around. And this is actually, a good one. So, I mean, the Golden Ales, plus it's Imperial, Huck session beer. What did I give you?
Yeah, I've got the Super Doppio Imperial Pilsner. We were kind of talking recently about how Pilsners are kind of
Coming back, yeah.
coming back, and this is the 7% ABV Pilsner. This leveled up Italian style Imperial Pilsner is brewed with malted spelt, which is a type of flour, I believe. I mean, it's a type of wheat.
Is it?
Yeah, for
Well, sounds like a
crispiness
fish.
and dry hopped with
I
gusto.
went spelt fishing the other
It's
day.
it's robustly hoppy and doubly smooth. It does sound like a fish, but the only reason I know it's like a type of wheat is because the wife's gotten real into making sourdough bread.
Yeah,
You have to use spelt flour.
yeah.
And I was like, that doesn't, it sounds like you're saying spilt. And please don't be spilling flour.
No, that's a mess.
It's a pain to get up. You're
Of course,
basically, you have a shop vac living in the kitchen now.
when you should get a dog. So when you run with the hash, they use flour as a marker, which gets really interesting in the rain. But anyway, like baking bread, sun comes out.
Wild yeast. I mean, on a hot enough day, you could potentially like have a
That's what I'm saying.
sourdough starter just hanging out there
Yeah,
on the road.
I went to Walmart the other day to get some sourdough English muffins, which they claimed to have on there. It's like, because I mean, that's a little fewer or less carbs, I think, sourdough. It's better for you.
I
But
love
they
sourdough.
didn't have it. So I
What
have to look forward to trying it another
what
time.
brand is making sourdough English
It was
muffins?
Thomas's.
Thomas?
Yeah.
Thomas does this. I'm still very angry at them. They made bagels at one point.
Yeah.
They were the English muffin
They suck.
bagels. I love
Oh,
those.
did you? I
It was the
wasn't a
best
fan.
bagel I've ever had in my life.
They
I can
still
never
make them.
find them.
They're out
I
there.
can never find them.
Wally Mart. They're there.
All right, I'm gonna have to do some shopping after we get done here.
I like to go to,
Come on, babe. I got the
I
bagels.
know all about the bagels. I'm a big bagel fan. I go to Hello Bagel. And then there's a place in Parisburg, was it Sugar and Flour? Something like that. and they have good bagels too. My wife gets mad because on my way here, I'll call one in. He's like, "What'd you eat?" "Oh, I had a bagel from there." "Oh, what?" Like, yeah, you should ride along. I ask you every time. She just doesn't like you, Nate.
I know she doesn't like
No,
me.
I mean, what am I gonna
Not
say?
not certain what I did to her, but
I don't.
I
I
don't
don't
think I
want
have
to know
any
what you did.
redeeming characteristics, but it's obvious
Well,
that
now
she
that
doesn't
you
hang
cut
out
your
with me.
hair and cleaned up, maybe she'll like you.
That's what it is. She doesn't want you hanging out with those hippies.
But I already am one. My hair is as long as it's ever been. Of course,
She,
it's as thin as it's ever been too.
she's see, you don't have thin hair though, Huck.
It's kind of, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. There's a spot in the back I can't see that they tell me about. So when I put a ponytail up, I have to put it up and cover that. I put it over the spot so it sticks up like those millennials or whatever.
Man bun. Yep,
Man bun,
you're
right?
right.
I did the
Man
man
bun.
bun thing, yeah.
Drez is a big fan of the man bun.
Drez. Oh, what happened to old Drez? I wonder.
I think he just left Tallahassee. I think
Okay.
he's finally left Florida.
Well, I hope not, because I'm going to Tampa for the Tampa Bay Blues in April.
But
I'll bring back some good beers from that one.
I want to see. Well, I need to find out. We need an update on his hair if he's still because
Yeah.
I know people don't know this. I'm willing to say it because he no longer works here and can't take me off the air. Drez had long hair, but it was because he was donating his hair to Wigs for Kids.
Yeah, he did that a lot.
Yes. Drez was a really good person. He's the only person I know who like regularly had an appointment scheduled in his phone to donate blood.
Well, I did, but then they won't take mine because of my lungs. They say, "Lunger, get out of here." Like, my doctor says it's fine. Well, we don't think, your blood's not going to carry. I'm like, my blood is not my problem. It's my dead lung. My my blood is fine, and you're not going to hurt it by taking
Yeah,
a quart or two
he's
here and
fine.
there. It'll be
I
fine.
couldn't have blood in my lungs anyway.
That is all right.
It's oxygen.
I was a regular. I mean, I've given gallons and gallons of blood, but no.
I
Anyway,
haven't been to donate blood in a while. I probably need to.
but back to Dogfish Head. So I thought that Jim Cook, who owns
Boston beer.
Boston Beer, was hiring Sam to run things for him, but apparently his wife, I think, or daughter is running things.
Oh no.
And Sam's still running around doing Dogfish Head things, which is fine. I saw him the other day. Okay, yeah, new beer, which is the reason I kind of got on this jag, is they're making a 30-minute IPA, like a river beer.
Go longer, not shorter.
Well, no, I think I want it because I'm getting a campsite at the river finally. I mean, I'm sorry for all those people who got flooded out, but that means there's spaces available. So I know. It's like
their loss is your gain.
it's like the politicians never let a good crisis go to waste, right? So 50 campers washed down the river, and 25 of them aren't coming back, and and a lot of them were. It was time to retire.
And I don't know. Do you? I mean, so a little side note, side question, because I know like obviously RV insurance is a thing. My biggest experiences involving water have been
They don't cover it.
they don't cover it.
Nobody covers
in
water
home.
except for flood insurance.
Yeah, and you have to buy flood insurance and
I'm gonna look into it, but I don't plan to leave it there.
yeah, exactly. But that's what. But does a camper, if it's like, there are situations where people have campers that they leave at their campground like year
Right.
round,
Right.
and like that's a permanent fixture. So they probably don't have to maintain a level of like auto insurance on it, but they would have to have.
Well, it depends on whether you got
Something.
plates on. I'm gonna look into it because I do intend to leave it there if we're not traveling.
Yeah,
Right now, it's parked at the house. We have a RV port everywhere. Like my kid's house, everywhere I put an RV port in, so I can plug in and have water and electricity.
we need to get one here.
Yeah, you do. Well, I've slept here before out back. I spent a couple nights here in the 10 years we've been doing this.
It's not. I mean, it's not a bad place to stay.
No, it's got a great view back there, and the cows come over in the evening and ask you for food. I'm
I've
like,
seen
well,
bears
you got any,
back there.
you got any milk there, cow baby? Got any? Huh?
Uh,
No, they don't ever give me
uh,
milk.
Those are beef cows.
Yeah, they got.
Those are beef cows.
There's-
You don't want the milk they're serving.
Oh, I don't know. Well, who's the first person that ever got milk from a cow?
I mean,
I think that's a sick individual.
there was a leap there, but I'm also wondering about eggs.
Yeah, it's
Same
like
concept.
whatever comes out that chicken's butt, I'm going to eat it.
Like, we're just
Was that a
going
bet
for
or
it.
what?
Like someone lost a bet. There was beer involved.
Oh, guaranteed that was beer. Like,
No,
oh, let's see what comes out of the chicken's butt, and then maybe we'll eat it.
I mean,
Then did they go on and try other things' butts? I don't know.
but I mean, the other thing, like, this is something I put a lot of thought into. There is like a trial and error process to how we've developed food as a
Yeah,
society.
how
I
about the
mean,
mushroom people? Well, that one makes you see Jesus for a
yeah.
week. That one killed Bob. I wouldn't do that one.
But how do they decide like which part of the animal you can eat too? Like there was obviously someone who like there are certain parts that you, like fugu, it's
No,
blowfish, and like there are parts of the fish that are poisonous.
no.
So that means like there was like 12
There,
sushi chefs hanging around like cutting up fugu.
there
One
were
died. They're
11.
like, yeah, we don't eat that piece.
But there is an animal that every single part of it is delicious. The pig. Every single, you can eat anything on a pig and it's delicious.
Have we ever talked about long pig?
No, well, let's not go there.
Do,
So,
do you know what long
yeah,
pig is?
you're
Okay.
long pig.
Yeah.
I'm long pig. So I was
I'm just saying there's a chance that human meat is delicious.
I,
I'm not going to try
at
it.
some point in the cremation process, it's perfectly cooked. But
That's
I,
also
yeah,
true.
I digress. So there's a restaurant in Denver. I think they closed. Clipsy. It starts with an E. I don't know. It was a great restaurant. But I was in there one night, and I was like my fourth stop. I probably told this story before, but I walk in there and I was like, I want an appetizer. And I'm looking at it, and the girl goes, the pig's ears are delicious. I said, you kidding me? She goes, no. So I ordered the pig's ears. They were, in fact, delicious. So there you go. At that point, I realized there was nothing on the pig you couldn't eat that was, going to be delicious.
I can't 100% co-sign that.
Ever eat a hot dog?
I
Yeah, well, you ate all those parts
I
you're
get
thinking you don't want to eat.
I get
Okay, all those parts.
I exclusively eat beef hot
You-
dogs
well, then you're
because I
eating.
get Nathan's
Then you,
because they're the best hot dogs in the world.
well, there's beef buttholes in there. Okay,
I'm sure there
just
is,
so
but,
you know.
but we're talking about pigs. Now, pork is by and large one of the most underrated and underappreciated meats in the world. However, my thought is like I can't imagine biting into like an eyeball being good.
Okay, truly, I have not tried an eyeball,
And
but that
I'm
doesn't
not
mean
going
it's
to.
not good.
We
I
could be
bet you if
missing
you,
out.
I bet you if you bread it and deep fried it, it would be delicious.
You're right. We could be missing out on a delicious source of
I'm just saying.
protein.
I'm gonna look that up. Pig eyeballs. Not
But
right now
but
because
yeah,
I don't want to know.
I do think pig meat is underappreciated. I mean, everyone loves bacon. Even vegans have fake bacon,
Right. Well, if vegans were so happy about it, why are they trying to make meat that's vegan?
and
I mean,
bacon's where they started.
right. And now they're trying to eat hamburgers and beef nuts. Yeah. No.
And I mean, now the USDA is determined that pork is so safe you can actually like cook
Eat
it
it raw.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, if you want to, if you're so inclined, but you can cook it medium rare. I think it does go down to rare, at least on my latest meat thermometer. But
Huh.
so we've now reached a point where pork is at the quality of beef and it's cheaper.
And it's more delicious sometimes. I don't know. We get these things.
Yeah, good
We get a
fatty like pork
roast.
chop. Mm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let me throw in a for my favorite restaurant, Abby's in Blacksburg on Saturdays, fried pork chops to die for.
I love pork chops.
Get there early before they sell out. Now they usually keep them. They're so good.
That's our oldest favorite dinner is when we have pork chops. He loves pork chops. So much so that we have to like get double portions of pork chops.
You know, when I was in the restaurant business 50 years ago, pork chops didn't sell. We'd get pork chops on the menu because, our corporate masters made us. And then they go bad, so it hurt our food costs. And I'm like, it's your fault. My food cost is up 0.5
Yeah.
because we had to throw away your stupid pork chops. Okay.
Well,
They take a while to go bad, though.
they do take a while to go bad. So does beef as long as it's not
Yeah,
brown.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we had a guy who used to work here who like insisted like it blew his mind that like I was cooking pork chops regularly. He's like, don't they dry out? Well, if you cook them wrong, yeah,
'em too
sure,
long, yeah.
but
Yeah, you got to cook food right.
pretty easy if you cook it right.
Yeah. So we just discovered that for the RV now, we're going to be living down. This is a dream of my lifetime.
In a
But
van
then
down
there's
by
a
the
van
river.
down by the river. So they say you get an electric fry pan because you can take that, all the RVs have outside outlets. So just set a table up and go outside and cook your breakfast. And it's like, here comes Yogi and Boo Boo.
I mean, that is the move because the other thing is like I cook a lot. Like we usually don't eat out. And there is one thing I've noticed. There are certain meals we have like where the smell just lingers, and then like a couple like an hour or two after dinner. I'm still smelling it, and then I'm hungry again.
Yeah, yeah,
If you can go outside, I think that's why grills are so successful as like
yeah.
a cooking mechanism. But
Well, I
electric
like.
frying,
Well, I have a.
we have an electric griddle that I love.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna get this electric fry pan, but I have a Blackstone grill. I've only used it like twice. It weighs about 1,000,000 pounds. You got to haul it out, unfold the stand, blah 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 blah, blah.
Such a, I love that's
Level it.
Blackstone's ours. I love the
Yeah,
Blackstone.
they are good, but I mean, I cook a lot just because I was in the restaurant business for 30 years on and off. So I'm the cook.
Do you know if your Blackstone has hot spots?
I've only used it a couple times.
Oh, see, I use mine pretty regularly, but people are saying like there's hot spots on it, and there's a way to test that I just recently learned. Do you know this?
Yeah, you buy a little grill thermometer, set it on the grill. It's got a little thing you can pick it up and move it around.
Even cheaper and easier than that.
Yeah.
You buy a loaf of like cheap white bread.
Okay. I mean,
Lay all the slices out flat on the flat top, turn all the burners on to high,
and wait
and
5 minutes.
yeah, and then just the color of the bread as it comes off will tell you where your hot spots are. And I
But then
haven't
you,
tried it yet.
I'm telling you this. This is just you do this and you can get rich off of it. You take a sheet pan and you bring them off in order, and I guarantee you have a picture of Jesus or Mother Mary, and then you can sell that on the internet for millions and millions of
Oh yeah,
hits, which is worth
for sure.
$52.
We've gone off the food deep end. I think we might both be hungry, but we're on a liquid diet right now. We should probably rate these beers. I'm Big Nate Danger on Untapped. He's Huck's Beer Buzz. And I'm gonna let him go first. He's got the citrus squall.
Citrus squall. I'm not getting the citrus. Okay, fair enough.
Are you getting the squall?
I am getting the squall. This is an Imperial Golden Ale. This is very good. Um, I'm confused though about the citrus, but I'm going to give this a 4.5. I think if it had jumped out at me with some citrus, I might have made it a 5. That being said, I'm probably biased in favor of Dogfish Head. So this is good beer. And I noticed that some of the local beer stores have a good selection of Dogfish Head these days. We can talk about that in the second half of distribution.
So I'm gonna give high marks to this Super Doppio. I mean, not the highest marks. I do enjoy this. This is very, very good. Um, I've not had a lot of Imperial Pilsners. This would actually, in fact, be the first. It does not fully exemplify the Pilsner style, and then it doesn't have that like crispness to it. It's almost creamier. But it's gonna get 4.25 because A, that high ABV on a Pilsner, and B, Dogfish Head doesn't make a beer that's not delicious. So
Yeah, there you go.
4.25. Don't go into it expecting like your typical Pilsner, though. That would be my caveat.
Fair enough.
What are we playing?
Oh, I don't know. We got any dog or fish songs? Fish, dog, fish.
Catfish in the Bottleman?
Yeah, what? I don't even know what that is, but I'm all in for it.
All right, Catfish in the Bottleman on 105.3 The Bear.
I'm learning about you young people's music every day. Proud to learn.
You